In today's video, we have XLM, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we have an article regarding why you may want to perhaps consider moving to Portugal if you've been making bank with Bitcoin. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you found any of this information useful or if you liked the video, and be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel as we try to keep these coming at you daily. We're looking at XLM and EngineeringRobo. We have the buy to and buy for Robo Advisor on the 22nd of July. If we can seal the buy to briefly there, the buy for is present, showcased by the green candlesticks. However, the buy to and buy for combination allowed for comfortable accumulation after bullish Robo Advisors. Prices saw up to 63% in upside, but if you weren't able to sell at that swing high, you were able to capitalize on 27% ROI utilizing EngineeringRobo's buy and sell suggestions, turning a potential $1,000 invested into XLM into over $1,270 in just over a month, utilizing our buy and sell suggestions. A potential reinvested $1,270 back into XLM after the buy to and buy for combination came back into play throughout the beginning of October. Your investment saw up to 37% in upside, but if you failed to capitalize on that swing high, you were able to capitalize on still 7% ROI utilizing EngineeringRobo's sell suggestions, turning your reinvested $1,270 into over $1,340, allowing you to capitalize on 30% ROI from your initial $1,000 investment here during a sideways XLM. Here we have some relatively unsightly sideways price action. You were able to capitalize on 30% ROI utilizing EngineeringRobo. Here we have our most recent interaction with bearish Robo Advisors here. These sell to and sell for coming into play from the 34-cent level. Price action then experienced a crippling 50% in downside over the following months here. So if you chose not to take profit when EngineeringRobo became bearish, you lost half of your money in 2 months. Moving forward, say you have $1,000 to invest into XLM. We have already put 20% of our investment into XLM at my support level, 17.5 cents. We were able to put 50% of our investment into XLM when we had the buy to and buy for combination. We also have the moon showing on the February 7th daily candle there. When two of our chosen 3 Robo Advisors became bullish, we put 50% of our investment in at that level. And with this slightly stronger descending trend line here, you can put the remaining 30% of your investment into XLM once we have daily candles opening and closing above this descending trend line. Once invested in XLM, there's nothing wrong with taking profits. Watch out for my resistance levels overhead, 27 cents in addition to 39 cents. Feel free to take some profits at those levels. However, we always remain 50% invested until we see 2 of our chosen 3 Robo Advisors go bearish, suggesting a potential area where we should close our position. At the moment, we are seeing the sell to in play with the February 17th daily candle close. Watch out for a potential bearish Robo Advisor to appear. If we do see bearish suggestions in play, we can potentially consider reinvesting at a lower level down below as we await for the return of bullish parameters. But let me know down below your thoughts on XLM, currently still under the influence of bullish Robo Advisors at this moment. So we do anticipate continued gains until bearish parameters have been met. So Portugal slowly becoming a haven for European Bitcoiners. While Switzerland holds the spotlight for being the most crypto-friendly jurisdiction in Europe, Portugal is picking up the pace. The Republic offers more than just quality of life improvements for Bitcoin owners, including an attractive fiscal environment and a growing Bitcoiner community. Portugal's Bitcoin-friendly beginnings kicked off in 2016. A law by the Portuguese tax authority ruled that because cryptocurrencies are not considered currencies, they are not legal tender in Portugal and therefore are untaxable. And so the article continues with, how business in Portugal has flourished based on their, decisions on not taxing Bitcoin investments. And so making a lot of money or losing a lot of money is to be expected in crypto here. But if you are on the spectrum of making a lot of money, taxation is a less than favorable event. But it does mention here how Portugal is actively facilitating research activities for blockchain and crypto companies. So very bullish adoption here and exposure for Bitcoin, in my opinion, for the whole space entirely with this entire country ever since 2016. Not taxing Bitcoin has definitely been a very beneficial move for it in terms of its quality of life for its residents. And in my opinion, this is yet another factor contributing to just how difficult it is to be bearish on Bitcoin at these levels here, especially with all the institutional activity we've been covering over the last few weeks here. So if you've been making a lot of money in crypto, perhaps consider taking a spot in Portugal. Looking at Ethereum, we already bought some Ethereum down at my support level here. We put 20% of our investment at $2,320 per Ethereum, a very bullish potential bottom here for us if we do continue upside. Currently under the influence of this descending trend line here. With bullish Robo advisors in play, though, we do anticipate continued upside once we are free from this descending trend line. We were already able to put 50% of our investment into Ethereum once two of our chosen three Robo advisors became bullish. The buy for and moon combination allowed for comfortable accumulation at that level. And here we have even the golden cross attempting to print with today's daily candle. However, we will need this candle to close to confirm this buy suggestion. And with three Robo advisors bullish on Ethereum, it is very hard to be bearish at these levels here. We can put the remaining 30% of our investment into Ethereum once we are free from this descending trend line here. When daily candles are opening and closing above it, we can become more comfortably bullish on free flowing upside. Toward resistance, watch out for $3,414 per Ethereum, in addition to $4,626. Feel free to take some profits at that level. However, we always remain 50% invested until bearish Robo advisors come into play. That's two of our chosen three Robo advisors becoming bearish. We have the buy for and moon Robo advisor coming into play throughout the end of July, and by the beginning of September, you turned a potential $1,000 invested into Ethereum into over $1,530. Then a potential, $1,530 reinvested back into Ethereum between the middle of October into the middle of November became over $1,700. I believe. And here we can see ever since our most recent interaction with bearish Robo advisors here, if you chose not to take profit when EngineeringRobo became bearish on Ethereum from that $3,999 level over the following months, Ethereum experienced 45% in downside. So if you chose not to take profit, you lost just about half of your money. But let me know down below your thoughts on Ethereum. Now here we have Bitcoin dramatically returning to an area of potential support here for us that we have been suggesting over the last few days here. A return to the $40,000 to $41,000 range was to be expected. We were anticipating this pullback here. Yet another dip to be accumulating, in my opinion, because we do anticipate continued interaction toward resistance overhead. $58,202 per Bitcoin is where we do anticipate resistance in the immediate short term. Feel free to take some profits at that level. However, we always remain 50% invested until two of our chosen three Robo advisors become bearish. Right now, we have already put 20% of our investment into Bitcoin at my support level, and we already put 50% of our money into Bitcoin when two of our chosen three Robo advisors became bullish, and we put the remaining 30% of our money into Bitcoin on the 5th of February when that daily candle opened and closed above the descending trend line here. So currently we are within range of where we began accumulation of Bitcoin. So in my opinion, until bearish Robo advisors come back, we do anticipate continued upside here. The Fear and Greed Index still suggesting a potential top for Bitcoin near the $165,000 level. In my opinion, that is a price I do anticipate will present itself before any sort of significant prolonged downside is to be expected. Right now, we are far too close to the fear zone for us to be considering a potential top, in my opinion, because you want to be accumulating when the market is in extreme fear, and you want to be heavily considering taking profits when the market is in a state of extreme greed. Many traders are going to be buying up at this, euphoric six-figure level for Bitcoin. However, while these traders are accumulating, afraid of missing out on continued upside, they sadly have, because they were afraid to accumulate during the downside. You want to buy low, sell high. So hopefully you've been accumulating through the lows while we can. Let me know down below your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. If you're not going to buy Bitcoin, I'm sure there's some major institutions here that will happily buy them all anyway. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with a link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube and tune in for the next one.